back. We're doing another review. This time, it's UFO: The Complete Sightings by Peter Brooksmith. Uh, maybe I should have. Maybe, maybe I should fix my lighting, because I was gonna show you a bunch of pictures, but I don't know. This book is a really, really good source book for uh, flying for like sightings, like um, old UFO sightings. It contains like little blurbs about each thing, like each case, and there's a lot of pictures. I mean, a lot of them are in black and white, and a lot of them are grainy. And the ones that aren't grainy are, I don't know. Like, I know there's a lot of people that tried to fake UFO photos way back in the day by like throwing plates in the air, by doing all sorts of weird stuff, by hanging them off trees, by I don't know. I just know that there's been a lot of controversial pictures that look really good that are also maybe not real. So it has some old pictures in there. Some of them are quite interesting, but others are just like blobs, like just I don't know, black and white blobs. You're like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. But this book is where I found the Truman Bertram case. It does a good job of being neutral about the case, and the only thing that I can say sort of bad about the article is that they don't mention that this guy made a book. Uh, I'm guessing, I don't know. This book was made way later, way later. It was made by Barnes and Noble, and then uh, let's see if I can find a date, a publication date. What? That's interesting. I'm not gonna talk about what I just seen, but okay. That's interesting. There's no publication date, but it was publicized by Barnes and Noble, and I got it from a reused books place, like a thrift store. I got it from like a thrift store, and or a used bookstores. Well, it's more of a thrift store. You know how thrift stores have books and DVDs and all sorts of random stuff. Yeah, I got it from the thrift store. But anyways, all right. um, they do a good job of being neutral, but they didn't report on his book. But his book was probably out. They didn't say anything bad about him in the book, like the Wikipedia does. The Wikipedia tries to make you think that the Wikipedia is kind of just egregiously wrong about that case. That's all I gotta say about it. Look into the book. There's multiple books, but I don't believe any of the other books. I believe this book because of how transparent he is about everything in the book. He acknowledges the fact that he got a ghostwriter. He even names her name in the book, and all that type of jazz. But I think progressively, it seems like the ghostwriter had more influence on the. I think had more influence on the book because the book got really weird. It's a series of books, right? They got really weird because they keep going, and I don't know if it's fiction or real. You know what I mean? I believe the first book. I'm not sure about any of the other books, so if you want to know about Truman Bertram's case in much better detail, I recommend checking out Aboard a Flying Saucer. Alright. I've also found other people in here. I think George Adamski is also in here. And I don't know, there's a bunch of famous cases in here. They got this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but they got a really good illustration of the policeman in the desert case. I don't remember the police dude's name, but this police guy, like, went into the desert, or was in the desert. Let's see. It's Maurice Massey. Maurice Massey's encounter with a UFO and its occupants near Vensoul, France, 1965, July. Okay, not the same, not the same police officer. This is a way different case, but really good illustration. Not the place that I thought it was going to be either. There's one case that took place in the U.S. That's a lot like this case, where a officer found a UFO that had already landed, and it had a couple, I guess, occupants of the spacecraft from inside the spacecraft. Like, they're outside, like, examining rocks and stuff like that around the around where they landed. Then once they noticed the officer, they hurried it up and got back in their UFO and booked it. But yeah, I highly recommend checking this book out. It has lots of good cases in here. I don't know if you can find it still in print. You probably are gonna have to buy it used somewhere, and I don't know how much it costs at other places or online. So I'm not for sure. I just know I got a really good deal out of it. This is one of my favorite books. I use it all the time as a source. So check it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Phew.